Hi, my name is Aaron Bridgers, Certified Personal Trainer. I want to talk briefly today about sitting at your workstation and some of the problems that can occur when you're staring at a computer all day long, especially with your head and neck. It's pretty typical that we sit there and we're staring down at our monitor all day long just because that's how it's set up, and thus the problem occurs that we have a lot of neck stiffness and soreness and problems because of our posture, the way that our hands are positioned there at the computer, and the way that our computer's face down, thus bringing our neck and our head down facing the monitor the entire day. That's an issue that we have and a lot of people suffer with in the busy professional world. However, there are quick and easy solutions to this. This is something that doesn't have to always occur, and there are ways around it that are pretty simple that you can do right there at your workstation. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to incorporate any equipment. Just some quick things that you can do at your station to make your work life a little better and make your health a little better as well. First thing you can do is actually fix the problem itself. If you have a computer that's down like this, the first thing I would do is have it raised up. I'd put it on a platform or some sort of a stand that raises it up so it keeps your head and neck in better alignment. That right there is going to help increase your stability with your neck. It's going to bring your head up so you're not looking down the entire day, and it takes something as simple as a stand or a box to bring it up. Most workplaces will provide that for you. If this is an issue that you've already suffered, that you already have, there's some quick, easy stretches and movements that you can do to incorporate at your station that will help alleviate the pain and stress. With your neck, it supports your head and your spine. So the issues with that are often things like spasm and neck soreness. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the neck and the head are supported, as well as stretch them out, because the tendons and the ligaments in and around the neck are important to make sure that they're relaxed and stretched out so they're not forced to be pulled down all day long. Something as simple as taking your hand, pulling your head down forward, stretching the tendons and the ligaments of the muscles in the back of the neck for about 30 seconds works perfectly fine. Making this same exact motion in and around the head at various angles will do the exact same thing. The weight of your hand is sufficient enough to pull the neck down, stretching all the tendons, ligaments, and muscles in the neck from various different angles. If you're doing this for 30 seconds in all four angles, what you're going to do is increase your range of motion and, most importantly, your blood flow, so blood begins to get back into the neck and that stiffness and that soreness will dissipate. The other thing I would suggest doing is, if you're sitting there with a stationary keyboard that's not ergonomically correct, is stretching your hands out frequently, because carpal tunnel is something we've all heard about. We probably know somebody that has that affliction, but it's real easy to do. About every hour or so, what you want to do is just get your hands off the keyboard and stretch them out. You want to stretch your fingers and your wrists, because when they're in this locked position all day long, the carpal tunnel is easy to set in because it's just at a fixed station and they need blood flow and movement to help them, just like your neck. So if you put your hands together and you just put them through a range of motion by taking your fingers all the way to one side and taking your fingers all the way to the other side, doing that for about 45 seconds each side is perfectly fine. Stretching them in and out, getting some blood flow, and making those tendons and ligaments in the hand work as well. And just making sure that you stretch your wrist out, because this is where the biggest issue occurs in carpal tunnel, is in the wrist, because it's in this locked, fixed position. So making sure you just take time to stretch the tendons and the ligaments and the muscles in the wrist out in both directions for about 30 seconds apiece will be all you need to do. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I challenge you to take the time out of your day at your workstation to make your life a little bit healthier.